up you two champions, welcome to day 19 of 21 days challenge to get 95% in your second PUC board exam. So as part of today's challenge, I have given you two things to do. The first one is to revise the semiconductor electronics from physics, and since our chemistry syllabus is already done, you need to revise the entire chemistry syllabus or those chapters you are weak at, right? So if you haven't downloaded the PDF yet, the most important questions PDF of semiconductor electronics is there. Click on the link, visit the page and download it, and then practice the most important questions. In this video, I'm going to discuss the most important questions from the chapter Semiconductor Electronics. So first, let's understand the weightage of this chapter. Total weightage is 8 marks here. You will get one 5-marker question, one 2-marker question, and one 1-marker question. So before moving ahead, there is something very important for all of you. So KCT 2026 examination is very close, and if you really want to get a top rank, then practice is a must. And for that, you need a very good test series. So to help you with this, I have launched the Fighter KCT 2026 test series, which is designed according to the KCT pattern and syllabus by KCT experts, and it contains total 18 full-length mock tests, 6 each from physics, chemistry and maths. Apart from that, you will get detailed solutions, video solutions for chemistry, and the most important, the test analysis report. Okay, so these all things are available at a very affordable price of just rupees 399. Okay, the link is there in the description section, you can check it out. Now let's move forward to the questions. First, we'll talk about 5-marker question. What is rectification or rectifier? This was asked in April 2025. With a relevant circuit diagram and waveforms, explain the working of PN junction diode as a full or half wave rectifier. Means question can be asked for either full or for half wave. Next, on the basis of energy bands, distinguish between a metal, a semiconductor and an insulator. Explain the formation of energy bands in solids. Next, explain the construction and formation of a PN junction. Draw the IV characteristics of PN junction diode and hence discuss the resistance of the junction in both forward bias and reverse bias condition. What is a rectifier? Describe with a circuit diagram the working of a semiconductor diode as a half wave rectifier. Draw input and output waveforms. Next, what is rectification? Describe with a circuit diagram the working of a semiconductor diode as a full wave rectifier. Draw input and output waveforms. Next 2-marker question, write 2 advantages of semiconductor devices over vacuum tubes. Explain the formation of energy bands in solid. What is forbidden energy band? What is a semiconductor? Name the types of semiconductor. What is an intrinsic semiconductor? Draw the energy band diagram of an intrinsic semiconductor. What is meant by doping? Name the 2 types of extrinsic semiconductors and explain how a hole in the semiconductor is formed. This is basic 2-marker question. Now we will see some more 2-marker questions. Why majority of the charge carriers increase on doping a pure semiconductor? Draw the energy band diagram of a p-type and n-type semiconductor. Mention 2 important processes that occurs during the PN junction. Give the circuit diagram of a PN junction diode. Mention the significance of an arrow in it. What happens to the width of depletion layer of a PN junction diode when it is forward biased and reverse biased? What is the resistance of an ideal diode when forward and reverse biased is there? Under what condition does a PN junction diode work as a closed switch and as an open switch? How is forward biasing different from reverse biasing in a PN junction diode? Define the terms cut-in voltage, breakdown voltage and reverse saturation current. Next, we'll see PYQs here. Distinguish between intrinsic and extrinsic semiconductors. This is in the 2-marker section. Okay. Next, what is a rectifier? Explain the working of a PN junction diode as a full wave rectifier with circuit and input-output waveforms. This is a 5-marker PYQs. Next, write any 2 difference between p-type and n-type semiconductor. This is 2-marker. And with a neat circuit diagram, explain the working of a PN junction diode as full wave rectifier. Also draw input and output waveforms. This is a 5-marker PYQ. Next, June 2024, distinguish between conductors and insulator. This is 2-marker on the basis of band theory. Next, what is rectification? Using PN junction diode, explain the working of a half wave rectifier with circuit diagram and write the input and output waveform. That is a 5-marker full 5-marker PYQ. Next, in March 2023 examination, what is rectification? Write the circuit diagram and input-output waveforms for a full wave rectifier. Explain the working of a full wave rectifier. So this comes under a 5-marker question. Next, we'll see 2023 supplementary. Mention any 3 differences between intrinsic and extrinsic semiconductors. What is rectifier? This carries 3 marks. Then you have draw the circuit diagram of an input output waveforms of a half wave rectifier, explain the working of a half wave rectifier. So actually this is one question, this is one question. Next we will see model question paper. So 2 marker question section, difference between p type and n type semiconductors. Give any two difference between intrinsic and extrinsic semiconductors. Mention any two difference between half wave and full wave rectifiers. Next, we'll see 5 marker question. What is a half wave rectifier? Draw a neat level circuit diagram and input output waveforms for half wave rectifier. Explain the working of a half wave rectifier. Next, what is meant by rectification? Explain the working of a PN junction diode as a full wave rectifier with the help of relevant circuit diagram and input output waveforms. Next, explain the formation of the energy bands in solids. On the basis of energy bands, distinguish between a conductor, a semiconductor, and an insulator. Okay, the first part carries 2 marks, the second part carries 3 marks. So these are the most important questions from the chapter Semiconductor Electronics. So as I already told you, to crack the KCT examination, a good test series is a must. So if you want to purchase this test series, the link is there in the description section and it is available at a very affordable price of just rupees 399. Okay, so that's all in this video, my dear children, and we are towards the end of the challenge, just 2 more days left. So please put all your efforts, put 100% and work harder. Okay, thank you so much and see you soon in the next video.